Let me highlight the main elements of the multi-sectoral and proactive approach with which India handled this unprecedented humanitarian crisis. Our first step was to expand our present capacities swiftly, whether it was for testing, PPE production, or hospital beds. We looked at the problem in greater granularity and scaled up at an incredible pace. We also repurposed our capacities from multiple research disciplines across a wide range of public and private institutions. We repurposed defense research capacities for quickly erecting hospitals with enhanced capacity. From being an importer of PPEs before the pandemic, India is now a net exporter of PPEs. We scaled up our testing capacity from a few hundred tests a day to a million tests per day. The nimbleness that the Indian research institutions have shown needs to be not only preserved but also encouraged. The third major step was ensuring effective communication, which has been a cornerstone of our approach. We have used every possible means to mobilize everyone. The Honorable Prime Minister himself has led this effort and addressed the citizens directly. He has also emphasized the spirit of cooperative federalism, wherein the state and central governments worked hand in hand at each stage. We recognized early that while the health sector has to be at the forefront of combating COVID 19, it requires involvement of all of the government functions, disaster management, industry, civil aviation, shipping, pharmaceuticals, environment, and so on. We innovated early on to establish an institutional platform in the form of empowered groups to bring together these multi-sectoral functions in a cohesive manner. Last but not the least, we made innovative use of a range of digital technologies to track, monitor, and control the disease. In a country like India, with a large digital divide, we had to ensure that we use a judicious mix of different technologies so that no one is left behind. We need a deeper conversation about what building back better in the context of public health infrastructure would mean. How do we combine modern science with traditional wisdom? How do we define health infrastructure? Is it only the big hospitals, district hospitals, and primary healthcare centers? Or is it the whole system involving other sectors, including water and sanitation, social welfare, transport, and industry? These are important issues that get thrown up and need revaluation. We need to pursue disaster resilience as an essential area of common interest globally. Our lives and livelihoods may very well depend on it. In doing so, we have to make our systems resilient to not only pandemics but all types of risks, including those emerging from the effects of climate change. We must forge a global dialogue and chart directions for a resilient future for humanity at large. This would be the most worthy tribute to our people, particularly health workers, emergency responders, frontline workers, who have put the world's safety before their own personal safety.